Hello, BookTube. I want to give you yet another reminder, just a quick reminder video with a link to the raucous return of my guest appearances on the YouTube channel and public radio podcast of the Cedarburg Public Library in Cedarburg, Wisconsin. We had a show called Books of the Day for a while, for a few blissful months. It was wonderful. My producer and I just talking books. And then the plug got pulled on that show, and we wandered in the wilderness for a while. But he was always busy at work, trying to get us back, and he has succeeded with a show that is no longer daily. Instead, on Fridays, we give you a half an hour of Books of the Week, where we talk about one work of nonfiction, one work of fiction, and then a wild card. And I am doing my best to make those picks recent, current things that you could go into your library and see, and you might be curious about. I'm trying my best to keep it that way, rather than the whole gamut of literature that might not do anybody any good. And the conversations are wonderful. This is one of the rare places where you can hear me talk about new releases. In fact, right now there isn't any other place. I will write about new releases, but right now this is it. And the books that I talk about on Cedarburg Public Library's Books of the Week will never be books that I review in print, in writing. So it's more Steve content, but it's more than that. It's so much fun. No matter what the book we're talking about, even if it's very serious, one of the books we talk about this week is, two of them actually are very serious, but I guarantee you will end the episode, you will end that half hour with a smile on your face. So I wanted to urge you to go over, I'll leave a link to our latest video. Our Books of the Week went up today. And I'm going to urge you to do all of the BookTube things that I don't urge you to do on this channel. I don't ever go into the usual BookTuber patter. I don't ever do that because I consider these to be conversations. So I'm not urging you to do, I don't have any calls to action to you, except send me your old tech. But other than that, but for there, it is completely different. There, I would love it if you would subscribe. There, I would love it if you would maybe leave a comment. Even an emoji shows that engagement, which is only for the algorithm. I mean, it's not only for the algorithm. Of course, my producer and I will look at those comments and love them, but what we want to do, the reason I make these requests here instead of on my channel is because I want that channel to get big enough and popular enough so that it can't be taken down again, so that the rug can't be pulled from under its feet again. And one of the surest ways to do that, aside from sheer numbers, subscriber numbers, I would love to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I would love that. And likes on videos and whatnot. Apart from that, though, there's also the engagement. And then maybe down the line, those numbers of engagement, of subscriber count and all that, those are tangible things that my producer can take to the powers that be in his library system if they are ever getting itchy to cut something. He can take those numbers to them as very tangible measurements and say, this thing is popular. So if you're in the mood to cut something, it can't be this. And even more invulnerable, the thing that would make this show completely invulnerable is if it were making money for the friends of the library. Your library has a friends group. Every library has a friends group. They are essential. They are absolutely essential to libraries. They do all of the extra stuff. Most libraries are understaffed and underbudgeted. The friends of the library is usually an all-volunteer group, and they do all the extra stuff. They raise money for all the extra outreach and the fun community programs and whatnot. And the Cedarburg Public Library is no different. They have a friends group, and the friends group has a lot of say with the Board of Supervisors or the library director or anybody else. If CPL Radio's Books of the Week were making money for the friends, if we had a Patreon and it were bringing in money, even a small amount of money, I think that would make the show invulnerable. But in lieu of that, I am asking you for all the intangible stuff. If you could go over and watch, I know you will enjoy yourself. I'm not asking for a burden here. I know that you will like it. And it's more bookish talk. Very spirited, often very funny, about releases that you will see in the bookstore and that you will see in the library. So also useful. If you could go over there and watch and like and subscribe, maybe comment, I would love that. I would absolutely love that. You will never hear me say anything like that on this channel. But for that, I want this thing to survive. I really love it. So, and I think you will too. If you haven't heeded my browbeatings in earlier videos like this, you might want to go over and give it a try. I think you will like it. I think it will certainly merit a subscription of yours. So I just want to leave this reminder video up here. I'll leave a link down below to go over and show some love to the Cedarburg Public Library Books of the Week. I mean, isn't it going to put a smile on your face to watch me slap around my producer for 30 minutes? Isn't that going to send you into the weekend with a song in your heart? I perhaps get off a jab or two at Wisconsinites just in general, and of course, a parting jab at the Friends themselves. It's just a wonderful hootenanny of a time. So, I'll leave a link. Go over if you're so inclined. I think you'll enjoy it. And I'll wrap this up for now, and I will see you then. Thank you, BookTube.